next game is a girls matchup featuring the Mount St. Mary's Bells and the Har-Ber Lady Wildcats. And now for the starting lineups, beginning with the Bells. And guard, a 5 foot 3 inch junior, number 14, Hayden Smith. And guard, a 5 foot 9 inch senior, number 21, Caitlin Tarini. And guard, a 5 foot 8 inch junior, number 22, Katie Wilcox. And forward, a 5 foot 9 inch junior, number 24, Libby Price. And forward, a 5 foot 11 inch senior, number 14, Cameron Alta. Assistant coaches Cody Henry and the head coach for the Bells is Lauren Lawrence. And now for the Lady Wildcats. And guard, a 5 foot 9 inch sophomore, number 5, Kaylee Coons. And guard, a 5 foot 3 inch sophomore, number 12, Maddox McCracken. And forward, a 6 foot senior, number 15, Sophie Nelson. And guard, a 5 foot 4 inch junior, number 21, Kanaya Stars. And forward, a 5 foot 10 inch freshman, number 33, Patience McDaniel. Assistant coaches Josh Har-Ber and the head coach for the Lady Wildcats is Kimberly Jenkins.
Hello again and welcome to Hornet Arena in Bryant. This is game 3 of 6 on the docket today at the 6A state tournament. It is going to be the Bells of Mount St. Mary and the Lady Wildcats of Har-Ber. The winner plays tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, here against the Lady Wampus Cats of Conway. Blair Cartwright and Lev Willie with you. Lev running the camera, I'm yakking. And we are ready to go. Har-Ber in the home whites. Coons, McCracken, Nelson, Starks, and McDaniel, the 5 on the floor for Har-Ber, and Har-Ber turns it over. Smith, Tarini, Wilcox, Franks, and Altoff on the floor for the Bells. Lauren Lawrence, the head coach of Mount St. Mary, 9 and 18, 3 and 11. They ride a one-game winning streak. Har-Ber, Kimberly Jenkins, the head coach, 20 and 7 overall, 10 and 14 in conference play. They have a one-game losing streak. And a defensive stop by Har-Ber, so both teams turn it over on offense. Har-Ber, the 3 out of the West. St. Mary, the 6 out of the Central. Kimberly Jenkins, you might know her as Kimberly Wilson, former outstanding guard for the University of Arkansas. From Hampton, her dad, a legendary coach in his own right. And she has followed in Dad's footsteps. Precious McDaniel knocks down the first point of the ball game. The foul was charged to Altoff. Come the Bells the other way. Altoff drives to the lane, no good. McDaniel with the rebound. They look to run. Coons. Little spinner in the lane, no good. Battle for the rebound. She gets it back, throws one up, no good. McCracken comes away with it. Starks launches a 3, no good. Rebounded by Franks, rather. And that's an offensive foul on Torini. Lowered the shoulder and ran over. So we're almost 90 seconds in, and we have yet to see a field goal. Again, the winner plays Conway tomorrow night at 7. Three-pointer from McCracken was no good. Starks runs down the rebound. Across the way, here's Coons. Looking to drive in, kicks it out. McDaniel, she's just a freshman. Nelson inside, off the window, wouldn't go. Battle for the rebound, comes away to Mount St. Mary. So Reaney brings it across the floor. Har-Ber playing man-to-man. McDaniel trying to save it, runs into the Har-Ber bench. Tried to go inside, stolen away. Coons has it, brings it up the floor. She's got Nelson in the paint. Coons drives in, and she's fouled. That's going to be on Franks. Her first. Coons will have 2 free throws coming. Kaylin, just a sophomore. Hits the first. So Har-Ber has not scored a field, nobody scored a field goal yet. All the points coming from the free throw line. Knocks down the second. Here comes a little bit of pressure from the Lady Wildcats. Altoff on top. Wilcox. Torini had it knocked away by Starks. It'll be baseline. Coach Jenkins thought maybe that it should have gone the other way. Torini across the way. This is Smith inside. Altoff lost the handle and it hit her while she was out of bounds. So it'll be Har-Ber basketball. Kind of a tough start for everybody. This is our 3rd game of the day, and nobody's really come firing out of the gates except maybe the boys' game. Little Rock Central did. Coons, a little runner in the lane, no good. Franks has it, looks to dump it off. We still have not had a made field goal in the ball game. Altoff had that one get away from her. You can bet a little bit of nerves. Both teams have not been in the state a few years, so understandably, if they're a little nervous to start out the ball game. Starks, Nelson going down low into a triple team. Nice job by Nelson to corral the pass. Kicks it up top. McCracken for 3. Yes, ma'am. Oh, that was Coons. I'm sorry. Missed the pass. 6-0. Should be 6 if that was a 3. I guess they're rolling it a 2. Was it a 2? So it was a 2. Starks just picked up a foul. So Coons actually gets credit for a 2. She's got 4. Wilcox. Altoff. Thought about the 3. Now posts up against Starks, a mismatch, and they're going to get Starks grabbing her arm. And that will be 2 now on Starks. Gladia Andrews going to check in for Har-Ber. Andrews, a freshman. Seeing more and more youngsters sophomore and below play in the tournament. And I'll tell you what, it's not because there aren't good players. It's just that the quality of play in the state is just that good. This next generation coming up is just unbelievably good. Franks might have got away with a little push-off. Althoff tried to drive in, lost the handle. Coons. Andrew. McDaniel drove in. That's probably a charge. Oh, they're going to call a block. Katie Wilcox picks up her first. McDaniel, I notice when she drives in the lane, lowers her head and doesn't necessarily see where she is going. Some officials will call that an offensive foul. So the Bells take the timeout at 3:36 in the first. It's going to be a 30, so we'll keep it here. And we will let you know that the Hampton Inn by Hilton in Bryant is a proud supporter of high school athletics. Hampton Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a hot breakfast, an indoor heated pool, fitness center, and meeting space. Hampton Inn is honored to be part of the 6A state basketball tournament in Bryant. The Hampton Inn by Hilton in Bryant is the official hotel of the 6A state basketball tournament broadcast. And we enjoyed that hot breakfast this morning. 3:36 to go, opening quarter. Har-Ber and Mount St. Mary. Patience McDaniel with her first free throw, and that is good. The freshman has 2 points, and the third free throw is in the books for her. 7-0 Lady Wildcats. A little bit of pressure this time. Althoff trying to post up Nelson, and they're going to call McDaniel for a reach. That is the fourth team foul on Har-Ber. 4 team fouls on both teams, actually. Trying to go inside. That was tipped by McDaniel. They get it out. Here's a three-pointer away from Franks. No good. Look at the hustle, though. Smith comes away with the rebound. Tries to go back inside, and it gets loose. Coons has it for Har-Ber and brings it across. McDaniel. Andrew. McCracken. Coons. She'll pull up from 3. Yes, ma'am. She's got 7, and it is 10-0 Har-Ber. And an unforced turnover, going to give it right back to the Lady Wildcats. Millie Allgood checks into the Mount St. Mary lineup, number 42, as Hagen Smith checks out. Coons. Oh, man, she gets hot. Look out. She can shoot. She's already got 9 of Har-Ber's 11. Or it's 12. Tried to short him a point. Mary Blake Martfeld set to check it the next dead ball for Har-Ber. Franks needs to do something and puts it on the deck to avoid the 5-second call. All good. Inside. Althoff. A lot of contact. They didn't call anything. Much to the chagrin of the Bells fans. Andrew backs it out. Now over to Coons. Thought about it. McDaniel drives in. Little floater. No good. Tie up. And are they going to call? They're going to call Nelson for the foul.
For the Lady Wildcats, checking in the Lady Wildcats, number 20, Mary Blake Hartfield.
They've got numbers if they can take advantage. All good to the basket, and they're going to call a foul on Martfeld. And that's the 16th foul already on Har-Ber. So they're about to put Mount St. Mary in the bonus. All good with 2 shots, and the first free throw is in there. And so the Bells are on the board. That ends a 12-0 run to open the ball game for Har-Ber. Second free throw is no good. McDaniel comes away with the rebound, quickly pushing it down the floor. She'll take it to the basket with the left hand, no good. Got her own rebound, puts it high off the window, and good. Pacious has 5, and it's 14-1 Har-Ber. Wilcox. Althoff. Trying to drive in the lane, might have traveled, and she did. Took a little bunny hop, and they whistle her for that. Oh, tipped away by Torini. Well, this first quarter's moved quite along, and whoa, we got a foul away from the ball, and I think they're going to call it on Althoff. She's hopping like that little hop you do when you don't think you committed a foul and got whistled for it. And it was. That's her second, so that will bring Smith back into the lineup for the Bells, and this gives Har-Ber a little bit of advantage. Coons. Inside, Markfeld backs it out. Now, had it stolen away by Smith, and did they get the jump ball? Yes. No? Yes, they did it. The hustle by forced the jump ball, so now the Bells will inbound 48.1. Mount St. Mary can hold for the final shot or the best shot they can get. We'll see what they do. Trying to go inside to Allgood. That one's tapped away, and Nelson came up with it, and here we go, Har-Ber ball. I'd be shocked if they hold it. They like to get in and get after it. Hamilton is checked in for Har-Ber. She's wearing number 1. Coons. 13 to go. Nelson out on the wing. Andrew. I don't know why I wanted to call it Arnold. Coons tried to go inside to Nelson. It was stolen away. Could we have a buzzer beater? No, it's out of bounds with .7. That's going to be awful tough to make a shot. Half-court pass, no good. I was going to say, the horn's finally going to sound. So that's the end of one, and it's been all Har-Ber in this one as they lead it by a score of 14-1. So we'll take a timeout and return to Bryant after this.
With over 18 years of experience, Vondran Orthodontics specializes in orthodontic treatment that ensures the best care. Visit one of our Central Arkansas locations where we will help you achieve the smile of a lifetime. Vondran Orthodontics, proud supporter of high school athletics.
Whatever happens out there today, remember, you have the Hilton app.
Will the Hilton app help us pick the starters?
Great question. No. But it can help you pick your room from the floor plan.
Can the Hilton app help us score?
Yeah, it's not that kind of thing, but you can score free Wi-Fi.
Can it help us win?
Hey. We're all winners with the Hilton Prize Match Guarantee, all right? Man, you guys are adorable. All right, let's go lose this soccer game. Come on. Book with the Hilton app. If you find a lower rate, we match it and give you 25% off that stay. Expect better. Expect Hilton.
All right, we're ready for quarter number 2. It's been all Har-Ber in this one to start out, 14-1. Here's our score. Har-Ber scored the first 12 points of the ball game. And we hope that you're enjoying watching these games. We thank you for downloading the AAA app, or if you're watching it on the Mount St. Mary website or on the Har-Ber fans watching their broadcast. Their broadcast crew is here, the Wildcat Sports Network. So they're broadcasting on the Har-Ber Sports Network and the Har-Ber app. As that one goes over the backboard, it'll be St. Mary basketball. Starks re-enters for the Wildcats. And also on BryantAthletics.com. So, and all the games, if you want to watch any of the games, they'll be on the AAA app and BryantAthletics.com. And we invite you to join us for those. We enjoy bringing them to you. All good underneath, a little spin move, yeah. How about that? Millie Allgood with 3 points now. In fact, all 3 points for Mount St. Mary. We're glad you're with us, no matter where you're watching us from. We are thrilled to be here at Hornet Arena in Bryant, and what a facility. Just outstanding. They have been tremendous hosts. Mike Lee, the athletic director, has put a lot of effort. He's got a whole slew of volunteers that are working this week, decked out in blue shirts. And they are quite hospitable down here in Hornet country. I think they counted the basket, didn't they? No? Yeah, they did. So it should be 17-3. They'll get that corrected. Althoff trying to drive against Nelson. Nice spin move, a little dip, and traveled. Just a little extra step. Coons. Andrew. Starks. McDaniel. Pulls up, no good. Nelson had the rebound, knocked away. That's a hard luck foul on whoever they call that on. And they called it on Nelson. I'm not even sure she was in the play on that, but. So Martfield checks back in. They just called her Hartfield. Martfield, Nelson checks out. Dad perplexed across the way. So that will put Althoff at the line. She knocks down the first, so Catherine gets her first point of the ball game. Missed the second. And an offensive foul. Miltra Martfield with her second. So a 30-second timeout charge to Har-Ber as Coach Jenkins takes it with the 6:17 mark of quarter number 2. Hey, did we mention the Hampton Inn by Hilton in Bryan is a proud supporter of high school athletics. Hampton Inn offers free Wi-Fi, a hot breakfast, indoor heated pool, fitness center, and meeting space. Hampton Inn is honored to be part of the 6A state basketball tournament in Bryant, and the Hampton Inn by Hilton and Bryan is the official hotel of the 6A State Basketball Tournament broadcast. They had Allgood underneath the basket, but didn't see her. Coons on the other end, easy up and in. She's got 14. Wow. Well, they show her for 12 on the scoreboard. I'm not sure if that's correct. Nobody else has scored for Har-Ber. Andrew picks up her second foul. Torini makes the first. She'll get one more. And Kaylin makes the second free throw. She's got two. 19-6 is our score. McCracken checks in and Andrew comes out. Coons. No. McCracken runs it down. McDaniel. No good. Got her own rebound though. Goes up. A lot of contact. Jump ball is called, and it will be Mount St. Mary basketball. Here comes some pressure from the Lady Cats. Somehow, Torini was able to get it across and avoid going out of bounds. That's a nice job by her. Smith gives it off. Here's Wilcox, and we got something down low. Martfeld just picked up her third. Down low. Altoff at the line for a pair. Catherine couldn't get the first to drop. She's got 1 point so far this afternoon. Hambleton will check in now, and Martfeld checks out. Missed both. Nice rebound, though, by Allgood. She goes back up, and she's fouled by Hambleton. Hamilton's a junior. Let's see. Coons just a sophomore. McCracken's a sophomore. Nelson's a senior. Starks is a junior. Martfeld is a freshman. And McDaniel's a freshman. And for the Bells, you've got mostly upperclassmen. Smith is a junior. Wilcox junior. Franks is a junior. Allgood, just a sophomore. She'll get another crack at it from the line with 5:04 to go until halftime. Got that one. She's got 4. 19-7 is her score. Starks. Nelson not in there. They're not sure who's supposed to be posting up, maybe McDaniel. Boy, she draws a lot of contact. Starks in the corner. Hamilton gave it back to her. Hambleton looking for some help. McDaniel, they've got McCracken spotted up in the corner, and she knocks down the three. Quickly on the other end. Contact, no good. Look at that hustle from Allgood, though. She's going to go to the free throw line for a couple of free throws. And Hambleton just picked up her second. First free throw is good. Stubbs checking in. Well, for the first time, she's a junior. Knocked them both down. So Allgoods with 6 points. Coons for 3. No, and Allgood clears away the rebound easily. The Bells bring it across. Smith, all top. Nice move, couldn't get the finish, and Allgood and McDaniel go to the ground. We'll have a jump ball, possession arrow. Okay, it's pointing the direction. Used to be the possession arrow pointed to the team that was getting the ball. Now it points the direction the ball's going, so Har-Ber basketball. That must be a new rule this year because it's kind of confusing. You're so used to it pointing to the team that gets it. As Coons drives in, and she's going to draw a foul from Allgood. And that'll be Millie's first. Oh no, they're going to call Katie Wilcox, and that's Katie's second. So Coons goes to the line for a pair. Can't get that to fall. Wilcox checks out. Coons has one more. Couldn't get that to go either. Franks, I believe it was Franks to check back in the ball game. Altoff, nice moving in the paint. There's a jumper from Franks. Yes, how about that? And Libby knocks down the jumper. And St. Mary's starting to make a little push here. They're on a run. A 4-0 run. Well, just a little bit at a time, right? Tarini brings it across. And lost it. Stolen away by Starks. Look at the hustle, though, from Altoff. That is phenomenal. And I think they're going to call Starks for a foul. Har-Ber fans don't like it, but that was really a good call. She jumped on her. And that's her third. And that's the 10th team foul already on Har-Ber. So it's going to be free throw time now for St. Mary. And they can get back in the ball game. They can knock down some of these free throws. Altoff's first, yes. Catherine with 2. Now it's a 10-point game. They can cut to single digits with this one as we see Nelson re-enter and Andrew re-enter as well. Kind of a mutter type ball game. Altoff knocks down that one. We've got a 9-point game with 3 minutes to go until halftime. Har-Ber's gone cold from the field. Andrew for 3, and that's well short. Tipped around, nice job. Altoff tipped it to her teammate. Kind of volleyball punch. All good, nice move to the basket. Oh yeah, Millie Allgood is having a ball game. And Coach Jenkins has seen enough. She's going to take a timeout. And their lead is now 22-15, a little dicey. So we'll take the timeout and return after this.
Washington Regional Urgent Care is a convenient, cost-effective option to the emergency room. Open late and on weekends. Just walk in, no appointment needed.
Connecting the divide with high-speed broadband access to close that gap. From cloud to cloud, post to post. From downtown to way out of town. It's our customers connected and energized with Ozarks Go.
On game day, football players aren't the only ones suiting up. Our crew's ready for any play.
Yeah, can I get 1 box? Extra sauce and toast. Hydrated Idaho, Idaho. Tailgate to go.
So that's a box combo with extra cane sauce, Texas toast, fresh squeezed lemonade with crinkle cut fries, and a 25-finger tailgate?
Nailed it!
Football's just part of who we are. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
2:40 to go. That timeout. And the timeout snuck up on us. Mount St. Mary has roared back and made a comeback. McDaniel kind of lost it momentarily. McCracken for three, no good. Coons with the rebound, jump ball, possession arrow, Mount St. Mary. And the Bells are just not going away. Credit Lauren Lawrence. Team reflects their head coach, and she is pushing and prodding them over on the sideline. And Allgood has had an outstanding first half. She's got 8 points. They kind of got over the, an unfortunate break as it went right off Torini's leg, or that was Franks' leg. The 2 and the 4 in the jersey look awfully similar, so I apologize. No, that was Torini. I was right. They don't design uniforms for broadcasters these days. It's what looks cool, and it's hard to read when you're across the way. And nice defense again. That was Franks. And they turned it right back over. Coons pulls up before Allgood can get to her. She somehow hit the deck, and that's going to be a travel. Andrew had it, dribbled, and then lost it up in the air and grabbed it back, and you can't do that. 1:40 to go. It's gotten interesting. St. Mary is on an 8-0 run. Addison Stubbs checking in for Har-Ber, and she's checking in for Sophie Nelson. Torini. Thought she might go to the basket. Allgood up top. Trying to go inside, but the pass was a little errant. Andrew. Allgood altered that shot, no question about it. Coons throws one up, no good. Look at Allgood. Hustle, save it, and her teammates have it. And McDaniel recovered, knocked it out of bounds, and goes sprawling into the bench. She had fallen down on the floor as Mount St. Mary was bringing it down the floor and recovered just in time. 1:02 to go. Franks in the corner, looks across. This is Smith trying to back in. Kicks it up top. Nice pass, Allgood inside, a lot of contact, and it went. The basket counts. Stubbs picks up the foul. Millie Allgood is a battler. 10-0 run for the Bells. Nelson's going to check back in for Stubbs. We got a 5-point ball game with 45.6 left until halftime. Har-Ber led at one point, 14-1. And Allgood has 11 points. And the Bells have scored the last 11 points of the ball game, and it's a 3-point game as we go under 40 seconds in the first half. Coons can't buy a bucket and suddenly does. Franks picked up the foul. It's her second, and that ends the run by the Bells at 11-0. Missed the free throw, and guess who's there? Miss Allgood. So they can hold for the final shot if they want. But nobody holds it for the final shot anymore. Smith. Altoff. Allgood. Wanting to drive baseline, and that's a charge. She ran over McDaniel. Boy, I would like to see a replay of that one, but that's a tough call too as an official though. Blake Schneider checking in. A lot going on. Under 10. McDaniel lost it off her foot. The Bells have it quickly. Throws one up, no good. Oh, she had more time than she realized. But hey, that's okay. Schneider had a little more time than she thought, but that's okay. Good way to end the first half for the Bells of Mount St. Mary. They lead it, or they actually Har-Ber leads it 24-18. And we'll be back. Welcome back to Bryant Hornet Arena. Halftime, yeah, a little bit of a surprise. Har-Ber 24, Mount St. Mary 18. The winner plays Conway tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Har-Ber opened the game 12-0. It was 14-1 at the end of one. Yeah, 14-1 at the end of the first quarter. St. Mary went on a run after it got to 19-4. St. Mary went on a 14-3 run. And Har-Ber hit a bucket right before halftime. That's where we're at. Kaylin Coons has 16 points by my math. McCracken with 3. McDaniel with 5. That's it. Only 3 players have scored for Har-Ber. For Mount St. Mary, Millie Allgood has 11. Catherine Altoff with 3. Libby Franks with 2. Caitlin Torini with 2. And Allgood really caught fire in that second quarter. I mean, that's when she went to town. And Har-Ber did not have an answer for her. We'll see if they've got an answer for her here in the second half. Har-Ber opens with the basketball. Nelson inside, up and in. Sophie Nelson with her first basket of the ball game. And now Har-Ber scored 4 consecutive points going back to the first half. That's all good with the basketball. She's the one who's been dealing the hot hand for the Bells. Nice movement inside and all good underneath for the left-handed layup. That was pretty. And the lead remains 6. Starks. McCracken. Starks. Har-Ber's really cooled off from behind the arc, and that has hurt them. And then Mount St. Mary has been getting the rebounds and then just been plugging away. And they've gotten themselves back into it. Nelson trying to post up inside, and they can't get it to her. Coons now inside to Nelson. No good, might have rushed it. Mount St. Mary comes away with it. They haven't gotten closer than 4. They've cut it to 4 a couple of times. All good, kicks it out. Altoff for 3, no good. Look at the hustle. Frank's trying to run it down, but couldn't quite get to it. It'll be Har-Ber basketball with 6:21 to go. Third game of the day, and we got 3 more. We're nuts. But what better place to be than watching the state tournament. Starks for 3. Oh my goodness, that missed everything, and that goes off McDaniel out of bounds. Yeah, Har-Ber has just totally lost the touch from behind the arc. They keep firing away, but it's almost to their detriment that they're doing so. All good. Had a screen if she wanted it, and they're going to call McDaniel with the body. And that is Patience McDaniel's 3rd foul. Or no, 2? Oh, I had her for 3. Okay. Well, if you're a Har-Ber fan, that's good news. Runner won't go. Har-Ber looks to push. McDaniel. Nope. And again, St. Mary has just shut down the offensive glass for Har-Ber. They cannot get an offensive rebound. All good. McDaniel guards her. Now she gets a little bit of a screen from Altoff. McDaniel dangerously getting close to a foul. All good. Rushed it, and they're going to call it on Coons. And that's just the first on Coons. Well, better, Har-Ber fans aren't happy, but better Coons getting that foul than McDaniel. So all good goes to the line, and the free throw rattles in. She's got 14, and the lead is 5. This can cut it to 4. 5:13 to go, third quarter. That one's well short, all tough, and they're going to say it's off Har-Ber. And the Har-Ber fans are getting a little restless. They did not anticipate this, especially after they went up 14-1 at the end of the first quarter. It's kind of turned into a nightmare scenario. Nice move by Smith. Oh, good, runs it down. Torini for 3. No. McDaniel the rebound. She's got Nelson on her left. She's taken it to the glass and rushed it, missed it. Torini now. Doesn't have numbers, 1 on 3, but she's going to go to the glass. They're going to get Stark. Starks reached in, that's 4. No, that's 3. Yeah, 4th. They're not even keeping the stats anymore on the scoreboard. 3-pointer, no good. Rebound, Coons. Tied up by Allgood. And they're going to call Allgood for a foul. Man, they're just, I think that was on Franks. That would be your 3rd. No, they're going to call it on Allgood. It's your 3rd? Really? Scorekeeping's getting kind of weird. 12, that's McCracken. .417. And this thing kind of at a stalemate at 5. All good. With an opening, left it short. Got her own rebound, tied up by Nelson, and they're going to call Sophie Nelson for her 3rd foul. Franks, all good. Trying to back in Nelson, and they're going to call a travel. Nelson hit the deck hard. She's slow to get up. Now she's all right. Starks. And somehow got it into Nelson, and she gets the basket and 1. I thought for a moment they had called a travel on Starks. And Millie Allgood just picked up her 4th foul as she comes out of the ball game. A nice hand from the Bells fans, and deservedly so, but that's a tough break. Zoltoff runs down the rebound. Let me double check. Well, they brought us a stat sheet, and I can't find it. No good. That would have been a big basket had it gone. McCracken. McDaniel kicks it out. Here's Coons for 3, no good. And again, somehow that went off of Franks. Even though McDaniel was like draped over like a cape and looked like it touched it last. Somehow that wasn't 5 seconds. Starks. She walked, but she got away with it, and that's off her, and it'll be out of bounds, and they'll go the other way. St. Mary basketball. Well, we had a stat sheet here. I guess someone pilfered it. May have been the Channel 11 cameraman that was just here. Boycott Channel 11. He stole our stats. Oh, here it is. Okay, boycotts have called off. Three-pointer won't go. Althoff tried to save it. Yeah, that's 4 on all good. So she had 2 in the first half. 2 here in the second half. But Har-Ber's got to find some way to get some offense going. McCray, rare offensive rebound. McDaniel no good. And Nelson can't get it. Got it again. She's fouled from behind. We'll see who they call that on. They called it on Franks. Althoff looked like got more of contact. And Nelson continuing to struggle a little bit at the line. Andrew checking in for Starks. One more coming for Sophie Nelson. And the senior missed that one as well. Althoff with the rebound. St. Mary, Mount St. Mary, the Bells, the tournament for the first time in a while. And they are proven to be a very tough out. They've given Har-Ber all they wanted and then some. Smith cuts to the lane, now launches a 3, kind of blindly. A wild rebound ends up in Nelson's hands. Andrew looking to push. Coons, and she's corralled by Althoff, who couldn't quite slow the momentum, and she picks up her 3rd foul, this Catherine. We got a timeout on the floor. Okay, the Bells took the timeout. It's a 30, so we'll keep it here. And we'll let you know that the Hampton Inn by Hilton in Bryan is a proud supporter of high school athletics. Hampton Inn offers free Wi-Fi, hot breakfast, indoor heated pool, fitness center, meeting space. Hampton Inn honored to be part of the 6A state basketball tournament in Bryant. And the Hampton Inn by Hilton in Bryan is the official hotel of the 6A state basketball tournament broadcast. McDaniel just came up empty on that one. Hit the deck, nothing to show for it. They try to go inside. Nice pass, and up and in. Libby Franks with the basket. What a phenomenal pass that was through the defense and into the lane for the deuce. 5-point game with 1:22 to go. I don't think anyone saw this coming. Coons for 3, first time in a long time. She's got 19. First basket, though, of the second half. She had 16 points in the first half, and that was maybe midway through the second quarter, and then just nothing. Althoff, nice move to the basket. That was textbook. 31-25. The winner faces Conway tomorrow night. McDaniel, pull-up jumper, and that's well off the mark. 30 seconds left. McDaniel knocks it out of bounds. It's interesting to see what they call a foul and what they call a play on. Officiating basketball is hard. I will give you that. It is hard. And everybody should try it at least once to truly understand it. Altoff loose. Franks. Wilcox drives in, throws one up, no good. Altoff got the rebound, goes back up. Contact, she hits the deck. We've got two Lady Bells on the ground. I think the official called time. I think we've got an injury. Oh, I hate to see that. She's grabbing her knee, and that's not good. So we'll take a brief timeout while they tend to her. They do have trainers out. So she is being cared for. And now fans use the kind of quiet time to shout out some things at the officials, and that's really not the appropriate thing to do, quite honestly. They are doing the best that they can, and the concern should be for the young lady and not screaming at the officials. And it's not the officials' fault. It was just an awkward fall, and people were hit. I mean, that just happens. That's unfortunately part of basketball is people get tangled up. Well, they've got her up. It's Wilcox. They'll take her back to the training room. She's really not able to put a lot of weight on that leg, but we'll be thinking about Katie Wilcox. She'll be back next year. She's a junior. Hope it's nothing serious, and hopefully she'll be able to be back out in the fourth quarter. But she'll get the best treatment she can get as they take her to the locker room. Starks rejected by Altoff. And that was quite the low-scoring third quarter, and that kind of plays into the Bell's hands. So after three, we have a ball game. Back to Brian after this.
With over 18 years of experience, Vondren Orthodontics specializes in orthodontic treatment that ensures the best care. Visit one of our Central Arkansas locations where we will help you achieve the smile of a lifetime. Vondren Orthodontics, proud supporter of high school athletics.
Whatever happens out there today, remember, you have the Hilton app.
Will the Hilton app help us pick the starters?
Great question. No. But it can help you pick your room from the floor plan.
Can the Hilton app help us score?
Yeah, it's not that kind of thing, but you can score free Wi-Fi.
Can it help us win?
Hey. We're all winners with the Hilton Prize Match Guarantee, all right? Man, you guys are adorable. All right, let's go lose this soccer game. Come on. Book with the Hilton app. If you find a lower rate, we match it and give you 25% off that stay. Expect better. Expect Hilton.
Mount St. Mary has made a game of this. And Har-Ber knows they've been in a fight, man. And this is not over by any stretch. 6-point game, 8 minutes to go. The Bells have the ball. And I'll tell you what, the longer this goes, this crowd's going to get behind them. Don't think they won't. Altoff gives it up. Franks. This is Smith. Drives in with the left hand. That's blocked by Nelson. Bells basketball on the baseline. I don't think anyone saw this coming except for the folks in black and purple. Three-pointer on the way. Oh, I thought that went in for a moment. It looked like it went in. McDaniel. She's fouled. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Franks just picked up her fourth. Did he? I didn't look up enough to see if it had to have been with the body because that was a clean block. McDaniel knocks down the first free throw. One more coming for the freshman. Missed it. Rebound by Franks. Altoff trying to back in Nelson, kicks it out. Now back inside, little spin move. She's fouled. And is it going to be Nelson or Andrew? I think they're going to hit Nelson with that one. That's her fourth. Altoff at the line for a pair, got the first. Alexia Koka checks in for the first time today. She's a freshman wearing number 4. Not the deepest of benches for St. Mary. Altoff knocks down the second free throw. We've got a 5-point game. McCracken, Coons, McDaniel drives in. Wild shot, wouldn't go, got her own rebound, throws one up, and that's going to be a foul on Altoff, and that's her fourth. Ooh, that's a biggie. So she's got 4 and Allgood's got 4, and so does Franks. So Coach Lawrence has got to kind of roll the dice here, and McDaniel, boy, Har-Ber has not been good at the line. But, you know, you're kind of playing with house money in this point. You're in the state tournament. You've got a 5-point deficit. What do you got to lose? Nothing. 33-27. Right to the basket. How about that? Altoff says, hey, so what if I've got 4 fouls? I don't care. I'm a senior and I'm not going down without a fight. That's McDaniel walked. She lowers her head when she drives. When she dribbles, she lowers her head and doesn't see where she's going. And we've got a timeout on the floor, and it's a full, and I think Har-Ber's the one that took it. 6:33 to go. 33-29. Let's take the timeout with them and return to Bryant after this.
Washington Regional Urgent Care is a convenient, cost-effective option to the emergency room. Open late and on weekends. Just walk in. No appointment needed.
Yeah, that was quick. We're back. It has been interesting. Okay, here's the situation from Mount St. Mary. Allgood has not played in this quarter. She's on the bench with 4 fouls. She's got 14 points. Altoff has now playing with 4 fouls. She's got 9 points. Those two are starting to heat up. That's bad news. Har-Ber's not been able to stop them. Franks has 4 fouls. She's got 4 points. Wilcox was injured, taken to the locker room. She's now on the bench with an ice pack on her knee. She's still got her sneakers on, so she could, don't rule her out. McDaniel knocks it loose. It'll stay with the Bells. Kaylin Coons had 16 points in the first half. She's hit a 3 in this half, and that's been it. She's been quiet. And Har-Ber has been quiet offensively this half. Bells have done a nice job. Tarini draws the contact. Andrew just picked up her 3rd, and now the Bells are in the bonus the rest of the way. If they hit free throws, look out. First one's good. Tarini, second one is good as well. She's got 4. We got a 2-point ball game. And guess who's going to check back in? Oh, they're not going to let her check in? Oh, they're not going to let Allgood check in. That doesn't make sense. It's a dead ball. Why can't or he's saying the official handed the ball and they'd already inbounded it. But that was a quick inbound. When you know you got a kid going to the scorer's table. Coons might have walked. Nelson underneath, yes. Sophie Nelson has scored all 6 of her points in the second half, and her team has needed all 6 of those as they're up 4. Torini. Schneider has checked in. This is Coco. Just a freshman. Baseline. Schneider almost lost it, and she double dribbled. So now they're going to let Allgood check in. Oh, and it's great to see Libby Franks is back out on the floor. Or no, Libby was not the one that went off. It was Wilcox. My apologies. She's got ice on the knee. It doesn't appear that she's coming back in, but she's on the bench rooting on her teammates. Now, Har-Ber just not quite sure what to do on offense right now. They are out of sorts. Oh, that's a little touch foul. That's Coca. Well, see, what I hate about those fouls, there was no disadvantage with the contact. She still had a clear path to basket and was unimpeded. But they'll let them just swing elbows down low like there's no tomorrow, like it's a heavyweight fight, and don't call anything, but then you'll touch on the perimeter. That's a charge. That's a block on McDaniel. Well, I thought for sure they were calling a charge on that because usually that's how it goes. So that's 4 now on McDaniel. She's in foul. Okay, they show her for 3. But Torini at the line, and she has made 3 straight. And it's keeping the Bells in the ball game. It's a 2-point ball game. 4 straight free throws. Just over 5 minutes to go in this one. We got a 2-point game. Coons, no. Andrew, big rebound. McCracken back to Andrew. Inside to Nelson. Got it. Sophie Nelson has been the offense in the second half for Har-Ber. And what a move. Torini with an incredible basket. And this crowd's starting to get behind the underdog right now. That doesn't spell good news for Har-Ber. And Har-Ber is just out of sorts. And this is why you play the game. And at the state tournament, anything can happen. You better come ready to play. McDaniel forces one, and that's just an utter air ball. So Andrew comes out, and Starks reemerges for Har-Ber. She's going to play with 4 fouls. So the Bells can take the lead or tie it on this possession. Torini with Starks guarding her. Looking for Allgood, cutting on the back door. Coons trying to guard her. This is Smith. She'll dribble back up top. They'll reset the offense. Altoff. Oh, all good. It's momentarily in the lane. Pull-up jumper. No good. Loose rebound. Oh, and Har-Ber's not going to knock it out of bounds. It should be Bell basketball. McDaniel trying to corral it. Couldn't do it. All good. Had it knocked away. Should be a jump ball. Good Lord. It's like a rodeo down there. And finally they call it. It'll be Har-Ber basketball. 3:24 to go in regulation. Starks. Coons. No. Nelson, huge rebound. McDaniel tripped over Nelson. And they stopped the ball. They blew the whistle because it looked like Nelson was hurt. And now, okay, or maybe Coach Jenkins called a timeout. I thought for a moment the official had called timeout because Nelson was down on the ground. Everybody's okay, and that's good. So it'll be Har-Ber basketball on the baseline. Har-Ber's in the bonus. Mount St. Mary's in the bonus. Could come down to a free throw shooting contest. I don't know who that favors right now. It probably favors Mount St. Mary because they've made more free throws. 3:02 to go. 2-point ball game. Har-Ber will inbound on the baseline. A gritty performance by Mount St. Mary. And this thing is not over. Coons to McDaniel. Starks tried to go to Nelson and overshot the pass. Bell's basketball. Har-Ber is feeling the pressure right now, and it shows. McDaniel, the human floor burn, goes diving to knock it away. The Bell's inbound. Tarini, there's a pat to the basket. All good underneath. We're tied. We are tied. 37 apiece at 2:41 to go. Holy cow. McCracken. Starks. She lost the handle. Traveled. Tarini easily will bring it across. 2:19 to go in regulation. It's got overtime written all over it, maybe. Tarini swiped out by McDaniel. That's going to be a reach. Or McCracken, her second. This is for the lead. No good. McDaniel with the rebound. Tie ball game. Coons pull up. Rattles out, no good. Oh, that could have been a foul there. Althoff with the rebound. Pressured by McDaniel. Finally gets it across. 1:45 to go. McDaniel kind of took a dive there. Smith needs help. Franks kicks it out. Oh, and it's stolen away by Coons. All good. Oh, there's a push off. They're going to call. How did they not call the push off on Coons? Jeez. Oh, and they're going to call it. And she's done. Millie Allgood just fouled out. Hell of a ball game for her. She had 16. Oh, that is a tough little 5-second stretch there. Because it looked like Coons had pushed off with the hand, and then they whistle Allgood on the defensive foul. So she fouls out with 1:29 to go in the ball game, and we're tied. Coons makes the first. Knocked them both down. Kayla's got 21. Smith drives it in, throws one up, no good. Rebounded by Nelson. That could very well, oh, and almost stolen away by Smith. She knocks McDaniel to the ground. So Smith picks up her first foul. Really not a bad foul. Put him at the line, stop the clock with 1:13 left. And Coach Lawrence is going to call a timeout with 1:13 to go. 39-37, and we will take the timeout with them. Back to Brian after this.
With over 18 years of experience, Vondran Orthodontics specializes in orthodontic treatment that ensures the best care. Visit one of our Central Arkansas locations where we will help you achieve the smile of a lifetime. Vondran Orthodontics, proud supporter of high school athletics.
1:13 to go. Har-Ber's down to one timeout. St. Mary has two left. Both teams are in the bonus. (39-37). Har-Ber basketball on the baseline, I believe. Man, Allgood is fouled out. Millie Allgood was phenomenal today with 16 points and almost single-handedly kind of got Mount St. Mary back in the ball game. Okay, yeah, it's McDaniel at the line for a 1-and-1. Har-Ber has not been good at the free throw line. These are big free throws. She got it to go. She used every bit of the rim to snake that in. It's still a one-possession game, so this is a huge free throw here to make it a two-possession game, and she does. So 9 points from McDaniel. St. Mary's got to go. 65 seconds left. Somebody's going to have to put the ball in the basket quickly. Good spacing. Smith. Oh, nice cut underneath. Franks. Oh, missed the bunny. McDaniel stepped on the end line with the rebound. So 52.4. Need a basket. They can make the basket and call timeout, still have one left. Got to get the basket first, though. Three-pointer on the way. Oh, in and out, no good. Nelson with a huge rebound. Mount St. Mary doesn't. Oh, finally fouls. Franks. And that's 5. She's fouled out of the ball game. Oh, they call him Torini. I'm sorry. I fouled Franks out inadvertently. My bad. So McDaniel knocks down the first. One more coming. Oh, and Har-Ber can breathe a little easier now. Probably catch their breath for the first time today after going out to that 14-1 after the first quarter. 35 seconds. Althoff forced a pass, taken away, battles for the rebound. Should be a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to give it to Mount St. Mary. Oh. Was it locked? Need it? Do you need it?
No.
Oh, you're good? Okay. Althoff for 3, no good. McDaniel the rebound. That should do it. Andrew to McDaniel. Coca picks up her second. 11.4, and boy, Har-Ber is going to, man, they're going to be happy to just get back to the hotel tonight. Remember, Missed the first, missed them both. Oh man, she made them at the right time. Althoff and Starks tied up. Jump ball. It's going to give it to Har-Ber with 8.9, and it's just a matter of final score. And that should do it. What a game effort by Mount St. Mary. Wow, salute to them. Har-Ber survives 43 to 37. Recapping the scoring, I have Kaylin Coombs with 21 points, Sophie Nelson with 8, and Patience McDaniel with 11. That was it. They were the only players who scored for Har-Ber. Kaylin Torini with 8, Libby Franks with 4, Catherine Althoff with 9, and Millie Allgood, who was phenomenal, fouled out and had 16 points. So Har-Ber moves on to play Conway tomorrow night at 7. We'll take a break and come back. Got another boys game coming up. Thank you for watching. Continue to watch on the platform you're on or on the AAA app or BryantAthletics.com.